Hi guys, so it's Sunday. I'm down here in the shop today. We got home, I guess about 2:30, 3 o'clock last night. We didn't back the car down here, nothing. We just pulled in straight at the house. Got out, took showers, went straight to bed, got in bed about 3:30 roughly. You can see here, I just backed the truck and trailer down the driveway, backed it up to the shop, got everything opened up. Got the state race there on TV from Hunt the Front TV. From Phoenix City, got it on. But we're gonna work on getting everything unloaded tonight, getting everything, or today, getting everything unloaded, washed up, cleaned up. Gonna go ahead and try to pull the motor this evening after the car is washed up and dried off a little bit. Just trying to get a jump start on this week. Like I said, we got a short week. We got to be at Talladega Friday night for the Hunt the Front Super Series, and then turn around and be there Saturday night as well. So we got a lot of work to do. Short time to do it. It's a short week. Still got the super motor under the bench over there. We got to pull it out, and we got to work on the header bolt. I don't know if you remember, but the last time we ran that motor, we had a header bolt strip out, so we got to retap the head. Those heads don't have steel threaded inserts or helicoils, whatever you want to call them. It was just aluminum threads into the head, and it stripped out, so we got to put a helicoil in that, get that taken care of. It shouldn't be nothing to that, but that's going to be after we get everything washed up, so that'll probably be later on tonight. Dallas and Maggie, they're going to see Dallas's mom today, so they won't be out here in the shop today for any of this, so it'll probably just be me and my dad, I assume, and getting most everything washed up. He may still be in bed, I don't know. He may come out here in a little bit, I'm not sure. But anyways, recap from Crossville last night. It felt really good. We kind of got behind in qualifying there a little bit, and you know, we didn't truly get a good lap in hot laps because the track was slimy, so was really unsure what to do for qualifying gear wise, so we just left the gear that we had in it when we qualified, and I feel like that kind of hurt me straightaway speed wise. Yeah, I was able to run it flat out basically, but I didn't carry enough speed down the straightaways to keep up the top speed like everyone else was. They had a lot more speed going down the straightaways. Yeah, they were having to get out of the gas and all getting into the corner, but they had much more speed getting to the corner than I did. So had to make a small gear change there, and that gear change, what in the heck? Get out of here, go, get, go on. So anyways, we had to make a small gear change there for the feature, and I definitely think that helped out a ton. I know we went back and looked at my race pass, and we had the third fastest lap of the race, and I think that was on lap 32 or so. All the other guys' fastest laps, they were early in the race, so our car came to us as the night went on. Once we got some clean air and I got around the cars that was racing too wide, I felt like the clean air, it really picked my car up a lot. So dirty air was still kind of the way a lot of people asked me what I thought about the new configuration, and I think I like it personally. I definitely think it's a lot better than it was. You know, the old track was very aero dependent, which the track still, I mean, the speed you're carrying, it's still aero dependent, but it's not as bad as it was. So, you know, I had a lot of people say it's been a long time since they've seen 3 wide racing at Smoky Mountain, and I was glad to be a part of that. So, hopefully it was an exciting show, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. But appreciate everyone who come out and talked to us last night. We always enjoy getting up there to Smoky Mountain, and that's 2 6th place finishes for us up there. Once again, that's seems like the best we can finish with the Topless Outlaws. We finished 6th with them 3 times now, so hopefully we're knocking on that door to where we can get a little bit better. But you know, we'll see. I do feel like we had a better car than 6th place once we caught the the top 5 there. We just the engine was running a little too hot, so about the last 5 laps or so, I was only running about half throttle. I was never wide open. I was half throttle down the straightaways, and then in a corner I'd back out of it just to let the motor breathe a little bit, and then get back in it and only stay about half throttle, just trying to conserve the last 4 or 5 laps. I seen we didn't have many laps left, so I was just trying to make sure that it wasn't going to get too hot to where any kind of damage occurred. And then on the cool down lap, we cooled it down, and I tried to keep it idled up, and as we slowed down and no air was coming through the radiator, it crept up to about 240, 245, but we poured some water on it and got it back down to about 180, 190, 200 in that area as we was sitting there in the pits idling. And so don't think nothing happened to it, but it's just demanding on motors up there. You're so wide open, everything's so fast, it's real hard on motors and equipment. But like I said, we enjoy it, and we'll definitely be back, and think that the track went in the right direction with the configuration changes. So let me get out here, start getting stuff unloaded, and get to work. All right, so we pretty much got the car washed up here. The car's pretty well clean. Still gotta finish washing tires and all the parts and pieces over there, but it's all coming along slowly but surely. Just taking my time today. I'm not rushed, so I'm taking my time trying to get it the best I can. Feel like we might have found why it got a little warm on us last night. The radiator cap here, it was my fault. I took the radiator cap off last week to make sure it was full of water, and it don't look like I got it back fully tight. You can kind of see there where it was rocking on the, let's see if I can do it one-handed here. Instead of going all the way tight, it was about right there, and it was doing that. So I don't think it was building up the pressure, or it was able to hold the pressure that is needed to be to keep it from running hot. So I feel like that was the issue there. I hope that's what the issue was. Anyways, we're pulling the motor this week, so I'm gonna go ahead and take the radiator back out and let it soak in the pool over there and draw all that dirt and mud out of it again. That way we're not having to worry about it this coming up weekend. And if we can get 2 more nights out of that radiator there, we'll probably replace the radiator this winter, and go ahead and knock that out, and hopefully that eliminates that issue altogether. So next thing is going to be pulling the radiator out. Like I said, the radiator's coming out. I got to take the fan off, get the radiator out, and then I'm going to spray the front of the car off there. There's some mud in there I can't get to all that great, so I'm going to get all that out. Alright guys, so I got everything washed up. You can see it all sitting there drying, letting everything dry before I bolt some tires back on the car to roll it back in the shed, or the shop here. Got out here about 12:30, 1 o'clock this evening, and it is now 20 to 4. So I'm gonna go find some lunch, figure out what I'm gonna do for lunch, or lunch, supper, whatever you want to call it, and let all this stuff dry. And by then, hopefully it'll be dry, and I'm gonna put some dry clothes on because I am soaked. I'm gonna roll it in and start working on pulling that motor out tonight, and I'll pick you guys back up when I get back down here. Alright guys, so we had a little bit of a change of plans while I was up there eating lunch. Dallas and Mags called while they was down at her mom's. Maggie got sick, some kind of stomach bug, and she said that they couldn't make it home, so me and my dad actually had to go meet them in Asheville, which is about halfway from where they live. Somebody rode with Mags in the back of the car on the way there, and Dallas said she threw up like 3 or 4 times on the way there. And then when we got there, they went back home, and I drove Dallas and Mags home, and Mags threw up I think 2 or 3 times on the way home from there to here. So I didn't get back out here and get no work on the car like I said I was after I was eating lunch. But however, today is Tuesday. I actually didn't do any videoing yesterday, Monday night either. Had to run around, had to do some errands and whatnot, and when I got home, it was late. It was about 7:30, so I just tried to get out here and get some work done and tried to get as much as we could. I got 3 new tires mounted up right there. Got some spare tires mounted up right there that was all over this way. We got the motor pulled out. Wendell came up yesterday while I was gone. Him and my dad retapped that this hole right here for the header bolt. You remember the last time we used that, it stripped the header bolt out because we had the wrong headers on there. They was not clearing the bar of the chassis, so it stripped that bolt out. We got that retapped and got a helicoil in there. Right? Yeah, that's a helicoil. Mine went blank for a minute. So now, and while they was doing that, I was working on tires while they was finishing that up. So today we're going to work on getting the spec motor out. The spec motor is probably due for a freshen up. I'll have to check, see how many laps are on it. So once this one comes out now, that motor will have to go back and get freshened up before we run it again. I believe if it's not due for a freshen up, it's right there at it. So I'll have to count the laps up and double check, but I'm almost thinking it's pretty close to being lapped out. So that means no more racing with that motor for this year. Our plans are to put the super motor in, go to Talladega Friday and Saturday night. We'll hunt the front Super Series, take next weekend off, and then I think Talladega's having another race, what'd you say, the 17th-ish? 17th, 18th?
The what, at Talladega?
Yeah.
15th.
The 15th?
And then the buckshot race is the 17th of November.
Okay, so October the 15th will be our next race after this coming up weekend. We'll still be running super late model. That'll be at Talladega Short Track. And then we will be done for a little while. We've been wanting to go to Buckshot all year and things just haven't worked out for us. The Southern All-Stars are going to Buckshot in November the 17th, I believe. So we will leave the supermotor in and make plans to go to Buckshot November the 17th. And that will tentatively wrap our season up, those three races there. We may add one here or there if there's something fairly close and we feel pretty good about it. We'll just have to see how that goes. But right now we've done sold our tires that we've been using for our topless races, so we won't have any tires to run the topless series. Like I said, the topless motor's coming out. It'll have to go to Wendell to be freshened up over this winter, and then we've got our new tires mounted up for the Super Series, and so that'll kind of eliminate a lot of work that we've been doing this year, it seems like, where we've been going back and forth. But right now, like I said, we're going to work on getting this motor out, hopefully getting this motor in and maybe firing it up before the night's over with. And then tomorrow all we got to do is work on setup stuff and changing stuff out and making sure everything's good to go. We had plans to try to be loaded up tomorrow night and be done with it, but it just seems like things have worked against us all week. Like I said, Dallas, whenever we got home the other night, Dallas got sick herself, so her and Maggie's both been sick, and they're just now getting over that. And we'll just have to see how it all goes tonight and tomorrow. So maybe Dallas can go over here and work on tires and keep you guys updated with videos better than what we have been doing here in the last couple weeks. But I'm gonna shut up talking and get over here and get started.
Alright guys, so the guys are working on getting the motor out. See them over here working on that. They're getting everything off of it. And then over here, I'm fixing to get to work on some tires. So this is a brand spanking new one. Still got a big groove, side ground, the whole 9 yards. So let's get to work, and I'll show you a little bit of both, as much as I can with them, but I'll set it up and let you guys watch. Alright guys, so we're tacking stagger right there. Seen that. And then, or you actually may not see that. He may cut that part off. I don't know. I don't know what's secretive and what's not. But anyway, Chris is still over here working on getting the motor out. I think it's just about ready to come out. And then the spec motor's coming out. Super motor will be going in. So we're going to get back over here and get to tire work in just a second. Brad's going to double check me.
Don't sound too bad. Fuel pressure gotta be worked on. What is it? Fuel from 6.
Alright guys, so they got the motor in and I think everything's pretty much ready to go here. Try not to show too much. Super motor is in. I got all 3 new tires done tonight. I've got to grind all of the old ones or the used ones tomorrow. They got to do some setup work, some scale work. They got a whole lot more work to do, so we still got a lot we've got to do, don't we?
Yeah, a lot. Short time to do it.
Thanks to your wife and kid.
Huh?
Thanks to your wife and kid.
Yeah. I'd planned on having the motor swapped out pretty much Sunday night. Till you and Max got sick, so set me back a day.
But we see what comes first.
If it didn't, wouldn't you be mad?
Yeah.
Okay then.
Yeah, I would. Alright, so that's going to finish us up tonight. We hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Thanks to all of our great partners, Warp Speed Performance Parts, Barry Apparel Co., Allsouth Signs and Graphics by BB Designs, Penske Racing Shocks, Gorsuch Performance, Vinson Race Engines, Hammers Grading, Fatdaddys Crew out of Lafayette, J&J Restoration, Allsouth Signs and Graphics by BB Designs. Thanks to all those great people. I said that way out of order, so I'm like, whoa. But hope you guys have enjoyed this video. We'll be back out here tomorrow on Wednesday. Be sure, if you don't already, like, comment, subscribe. You don't realize how much that subscribe button really does help us. All the like and comment, all of that helps us. It's free for you to do, but it helps us out.
Yeah,
appreciate you.
Subscribe stats the other day, I looked at it, and our views are 70% unsubscribed people. So that means only 30% are subscribed that watch our videos. So if you hit that subscribe button, that don't do nothing but help us out, and it helps you out. You get notifications, and
or you can turn the notifications off and just help us.
And if you don't want notifications, you can turn that off, and it just helps grow our channel and helps us out. It's free. All you gotta do is, I don't know if you gotta create an account, do you?
I think you do gotta create an account, but
like a Gmail account, I think.
Yeah, you know that little post they say going around, help a small business. All you gotta do is share, like, comment, and all that stuff. Same thing. We're pretty much a small business, so just be sure you subscribe, like, comment. Let us know what you think.
I'm ready to go to bed.
See you guys.